Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Living in Northern California. Today, me and Rose want to sit down and talk about the growth that we are seeing in the Sacramento area, right? So we've had this channel now for a couple years, and not only are we seeing a lot of people from the Bay Area moving out here, we're reaching a lot of people throughout the country. And there's a lot of people, even Guam. We got my man from Guam that moved out to East Roseville, some of the states to name a few, Utah, Texas, Boston. It's really cool, the growth that we're seeing out here. And we want to highlight maybe 5, 6 of the areas with the most growth and the best cities we like in this area. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So before we get started, if you're new to our channel, make sure to give a little love to that subscribe button and click on that notification button so you can be the first to know about what's happening here in Northern California. So let's get started. So the top Sacramento suburbs that we're seeing with a lot of growth, a lot of new construction, people are relocating, are Roseville, Rockland, Lincoln, Folsom, Rancho Cordova, and Elk Grove. And a lot of these areas have a lot of land to build on. And so they're building a massive amount of homes. I mean, if you take Roseville alone, Roseville has that whole West Park area where there's tons of homes currently being built. But as you're driving through the area, you still see a lot of undeveloped land.
I think Roseville, the population has grown a lot in the last 10 years. It's now has about 151,000 people in Roseville alone, right?
Yeah.
Rockland has about 71,000. I want to say Sacramento's close to 500,000.
Yeah,
so, I mean, we're seeing so much growth, and there's a reason. And I think one of the biggest reasons that I see is quality of life.
Oh, absolutely.
I read that. I mean, I was looking up, little topics to talk about on some of these cities, and it keeps coming up like safest, best schools, quality of life.
Well, if you think about it, right, new developments are going to bring new schools, new parks, new everything. So it's going to be, really good schools, obviously, as schools.
Like cutting edge.
Yeah, like they evolve with technology and all that stuff, right? And then also, like, the homes are also more affordable. I mean, if you coming from the Bay Area like we did and a lot of our clients have, there's still a lot of affordability here.
Listen, I think that's number 2. Now, I want to say a lot of people are going to say affordability is number 1 on their list.
Yeah.
But if we could afford a home and not have a good quality of life, so I like to put quality of life as number
Absolutely.
1.
And everywhere we've gone out here, people really still stop to say hi. And that's one of the biggest things that I've heard from a lot of people specifically in our neighborhood when we talk to our friends and our neighbors is that, in comparison to where they live, I mean, we've had people move from Orange County, one of our neighbors too, and other states. And they always say that it seems like there's a really good sense of community still.
Yeah, you know what? Part of that is that's the culture that's out here, but also all the people that are moving here, they want to go into a place where they're just happier.
Yeah.
They feel like they could slow it down just a little bit and be a part of just a really good American community. Go back to something that you remember growing up as a kid, right? And then as we grow, riding and talking to neighbors and just being friendly, right? And just enjoying that quality of life. And that's what we see out here. But you're not just limited to certain cities. Every city is kind of fits different people's needs, right? And that's why we want to hit on some of them. So Rockland might not be for everybody.
Yeah.
Roseville might not be for everybody.
Right.
Folsom, some people, it's a little bit more expensive. Some people might need to save money. But then we have Rancho Cordova, Elk Grove, right? So we want to talk real quickly about each one of these cities, right? So Elk Grove is going to be closest to Sacramento.
And that's going to be the biggest city.
Biggest city, most developed. It's going to have a lot more of the traffic, a lot of diversity.
Food.
They're building a lot of brand new communities too, right?
Yeah, and so, price point wise, they are going to be a little bit higher than what you would see in like Lincoln or Roseville or Rancho Cordova. They have amazing schools in Elk Grove. Elk Grove's got one of the best school districts in the area.
Hey, if you guys want more of a fast pace, like kind of city vibe, Sacramento vibe, Bay Area vibe. And with a little bit cheaper prices than the Bay Area, Elk Grove's going to be for you. If you don't want that slow pace, Elk Grove's a great place because it still has access to everything. You're going to be able to eat wherever you want.
And it's closer to the Bay Area. So like the closer you are to the Bay Area, I think, you're looking at price points. So so then you have right next to Elk Grove, you have Rancho Cordova. And actually the newer part of Rancho Cordova shares the Elk Grove School District. And so there's this area out in Rancho Cordova where you have the ranch, Monte Elena, a whole bunch of like growing developments, and they go to the Elk Grove School District, which is, obviously really good schools. And that's a little bit lesser price point. I mean, you could find a home in the mid 500s up to, higher 8, 9s.
So we'll touch on Rancho Cordova for a quick second and move on. But we're loving Rancho Cordova. We've gotten, I think, all in October,
like
three clients into Rancho Cordova. One, because what Rose said, really good schools, brand new homes. They're offering some of the best incentives on brand new homes that we have seen, right? We're seeing some fixed rates, because rates are in 7.5s, even tipping towards 8 as of right now in this video. And they're offering
5.8.
Some of the builds out there fixed rate for 5.875. So we were able to get some of our clients to hop on that and a brand new home, right? So we're loving Rancho Cordova because not only that, they're still in the 500,000 price point. You can get a brand new house, right?
For sure.
So what's going to be next? We have
Rancho Cordova. Outside of Rancho Cordova, right past it is Folsom. And so Folsom has, Folsom Ranch obviously is right off the freeway. There's a ton of homes being built there. So there's homes that are single family homes with pretty decent lots. Then you have, there's a community where it's kind of like 4 single family homes that share a driveway. And then there's a amazing 55 and over community that we just got our clients in. So a lot of growth. You're going to see like new shopping centers coming up. It's huge. But then up on the hill, you have, Russell Ranch, and, a few different, more luxury homes up on the hill. So it's a really great area.
Amazing schools in Folsom.
Yes.
It's off the 50 and it's pretty close to South Lake Tahoe, right? It's right next to El Dorado Hills. Love that whole area. Love that it's not too far from Placerville, all that.
Right. Yeah.
We love Folsom.
A lot of great restaurants at the Palladio. There's Sequest out there. So it's
fun.
It's a lively downtown for
Folsom
sure.
Lake?
Folsom Lake. But you get access to Folsom Lake at different areas.
I love Folsom Lake. When we came out here, we're like, what do we do? It's hot. Let's go to Folsom Lake. And that's the spot to be. So we're loving Folsom. A little bit higher price point.
It is. I mean, like Folsom Ranch does have like higher 5s, lower 6.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, are on the higher end as well. So
it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Look into Folsom. We love that. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to Roseville.
Yes, Roseville. So Roseville's broken down into East Roseville, West Roseville. A lot of the new builds are going to be on the west part. Newer schools in West Roseville with West Roseville High School. A lot of new elementary schools being built. There is a certain part in Roseville off PFE Road where they don't belong to the Roseville School District. So we'll definitely break that more into detail when we do our Roseville video.
What I like about a lot of these new builds in Roseville are HOA free.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, still driving through, because we drive through these neighborhoods weekly all the time, right? This is part of our business. And even though they don't have HOA, I mean, they're well-kept neighborhoods, right?
Well, so we had a client who asked about that because he was really concerned about, like, making sure that the area looks good without, HOA, because HOA makes you maintain everything. And so when we talked to the sales office, they said that the city of Roseville actually has an ordinance to try keeping the city clean. So if there's a beat-up RV parked on the side of the road for over a week.
You can't park your RV on your front lawn, so that's cool, And,
so they'll tag them to
Sure.
move it. They want to definitely keep the cleanliness in the city.
so you take away the HOA, it's still an awesome neighborhood, quality of life, safe.
Isn't this like the happiest
Yes.
city in, what is it? Northern California, Sacramento County.
Pretty much. I mean, I was looking up some topics about Roseville. That's where I got the
Yeah.
quality of life from.
For sure.
They're like top 20 ranked on so many different things in the country.
Yeah.
Right. So we're loving Roseville. We're loving the price points. We're loving the brand new schools out here. Hey, we got a lot of clients in Roseville that didn't think they could buy. And again, because of these, we're loving these new builds. They're offering amazing incentives to either go towards closing costs, putting your rate down, and also lowering on the purchase price.
Yeah.
So right next to Roseville is going to be one of our absolute favorite cities. Hidden gem. Used to be a hidden gem. More people are finding out about this place. We love Rockland.
Rockland, yeah. So
we're a little biased, but we absolutely love Rockland.
So Rockland is pretty developed. They only have a limited amount of land left. Whitney Ranch being one of the few that has land to still build on, but they are almost done. I know there's an older part of Rockland up in the Sierra College area where they're building some new homes up there. But what you're gonna find is on the Highway 65 around Whitney Ranch area, you're gonna find like more newer homes together versus out on the 80 where Sierra College is. You're gonna have newer construction homes, but they're mixed in with like the older homes because that area was built first.
What I like about Rockland, you're gonna take Roseville. Roseville is a little bit more than double the population.
Oh, huge.
When we first moved here, we were learning about Rockland, and a lot of times we go over to Roseville to get something to eat, right?
Yeah.
Go to Roseville to go to Costco, go to Roseville, maybe to go Home Depot, stuff like that, right? But the more you learn about Rockland, you realize they might not have as much retail per se,
we are,
but
like,
they do have a lot of stuff. What I like about Rockland, it's a little bit slower than Roseville.
Yeah.
Everybody's super happy, but even on a take your time, talk to your neighbors, say hi, community friendly. I'm talking, the holidays are a blast out here.
Oh, it is, for sure.
Actually,
Actually, both in Rockland, Roseville, because we'll do like Christmas lights. We'll drive around different neighborhoods with Christmas lights, and they're both in like Rockland, Roseville, and a few other
take
areas.
pride of Rockland. When you live in Rockland, you take pride in it, and you just really want to upkeep this city.
Yeah,
that's a vibe where everybody's just in it together, and they know that they're here for a quality of life.
Yeah.
They're here because they want the best schools for their kids. They want the best best future for their kids, and they just want to just enjoy the city without having to leave California. So we're loving Rockland. Check it out. Whitney Ranch is about one of the last places in the community that's building homes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then right next to it, we're going to get even slower pace, and that's going to be
Lincoln.
It's right next to us, right?
Yeah, so I mean, Lincoln still has a lot of growth left in it. There's still a lot of land there. They do have a downtown. They have McBean Park. They've got, a lot of wineries and breweries out in the country.
We go there to eat, restaurants too. We don't have in Rockland Home Depot, but we'll go to Lincoln.
In the newer part of Rockland, so there is two parts of Rockland. There's the 80, the Sierra College area. They have like the Targets, the Ross, the Home Depots, all that stuff. But for us, we're in Whitney Ranch. We're closer to the Roseville, Lincoln. Home Depots and Lowe's and stuff. So, there's two different areas. But in the specific area we're in, we actually go to Lincoln to do our shopping and stuff. So
there's some place baseball out there.
Yeah.
We have a top things to do in Lincoln, and obviously us being out here, Lincoln's right next to us. We know a lot of people from Lincoln now, in Roseville, specifically Lincoln. People that are there absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah.
They really love it, right?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do there for it being such a small town. Like, you have your downtown, obviously, with restaurants. And then you have McBean Park, where Jessup University plays baseball there during the school season. And then what's the Woodbat team? I just drew a blank. But there's another baseball team in the summertime that, you know, all of the kids in the Little League will go to their field at McBean. And then obviously with the wineries and the breweries out there, there's just a lot of stuff to do. And so, I mean, I think it's a cute little town. You know, we have some friends that live out there and they love it. Our son
price point's low too.
Yeah, our son goes and finds different ponds in Lincoln to go fishing.
Golf courses and stuff. No. Hey guys, that's just a kind of a quick overview of our top cities in the Sacramento area.
But before we end this one, I did find something that said Redfin analytics show Sacramento is the #1 metro area in the country people moved to in the fourth quarter of 2022, with more than 7,000 people looking to move here just in November alone.
Wow.
And that was last year, so it could be definitely different.
Growing. We get calls from people around the country all the time from this education we're giving out and just curious about the area. Maybe they have a job relocation. That's kind of what we're big with. We're finding a lot of people that are from different parts of the country that need to move to this area. They'll reach out to us. If you guys want to reach out, get some more information, you could DM us, email us. We would love to jump on a quick call, let you know what we're seeing out here, okay? So feel free. Also, our future videos, we're going to break down each city a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Each city that we talked about. So we'd love to talk to you soon. And if you have not yet, what should they do, Rose?
Give a little love to that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.